Are you considering selling your Emerald Coast investment property and purchasing another investment property through a 1031 exchange? If so, this is not something I want you thinking about after your sale has already closed. Continue watching. The moment your Emerald Coast investment property sale closes, the tax clock starts. Wait until afterward to plan, and your 45-day window to identify a replacement property is already ticking away. And that 45-day window is only the first deadline. In a deferred exchange, you must identify up to 3 replacement properties within 45 days, then receive it within 180 days, or by your tax return due date, whichever comes first. Miss either deadline, and the exchange can become taxable in the same year you transferred the property, turning a delayed decision into a current tax bill. But meeting the 45-day deadline isn't enough. After the relinquished property transfers, you must identify up to 3 replacement properties in writing, not simply discuss a few possibilities with your broker or advisor. That written identification must make the properties unmistakable using legal descriptions, street addresses, or other distinguishable names. And once those properties are identified in writing, remember this: the exchange period begins the day you transfer the property. Your replacement property search needs to be underway before closing, not after it. Planning early gives you room to define the location, price range, and income goals you want next, instead of choosing under a 45-day deadline. And before closing, the sale proceeds cannot pass through your hands. A qualified intermediary, or QI, sets up the exchange and holds the funds, so the transaction keeps its deferred exchange structure intact. At the same time, the real estate side needs to be moving. Target properties, title, escrow, lender coordination, and every closing detail lined up before your replacement property deadline arrives. And while those closing details are moving, you are not locked into buying the same kind of property you sold. Owners can reposition from one investment property to another as long as both properties are held for investment or business use. Your next property could be a rental condo, a duplex, a small multifamily building, or another qualifying U.S. real property asset that fits your timeline. But whichever qualifying U.S. property you choose, IRS guidance gives you 45 days to identify it and 180 days to receive it, or your tax return due date if that comes first. The IRS says the 180-day deadline is set by law. And those legal deadlines meet a fast-moving reality in competitive coastal markets. If you wait until your sale closes to begin searching, viable replacement properties can disappear before your 45 days are up. Build your replacement shortlist before you list the property you will be relinquishing. So before you list, talk with your certified public accountant or CPA and your qualified intermediary about the tax details. Use that pre-sale window to define your target property and timeline. Then get the real estate side organized, from your shortlist and lender to title and escrow, so the exchange can move the moment the clock starts. Once your shortlist, lender, title, and escrow plan are ready, start the real estate side before you sell. If you own an investment property along the Emerald Coast, DM me 1031 or send me a private message, and let's begin planning your exchange. That way, the sale can close with a plan already in motion, not a 45-day scramble just beginning. Whether you are considering buying your first investment property, adding another investment, selling your current unit, or just trying to understand today's market, I'm here for you and happy to be your local resource. Reach out to me and let's begin talking about your goals and next steps.